take you through the entity process. We'll click as entity and click next. Now, because it's a new registration, you're going to click here. Please select the location of your company as preferred. I'm going to select Indian and click next. Here there are two options. One is new registration and the next is enroll entity. So you have to click enroll entity if you have received a unique entity ID from any other operator. So you can click the enroll entity, upload the unique entity ID that you have got from the other operator, fill your KYC documents, and you will be enrolled with the Videocon portal. But because it's a fresh registration, we are going to click on new registration. Now this basically means that you have never signed up on any of the DLT portals before. You click on new registration and this will open a pop-up which says that there's one-time processing fees of rupees 5,900. As we have communicated to you earlier, the Videocon portal is completely free to sign up on. So you can just click OK here. The first thing to do is enter your business details. The first thing is the name of organization, which is your organization name or entity name. Next is entity type. Now there are multiple entity types to choose from. Please ensure you spend time on this and select the correct entity type, because once this application is submitted, you won't be able to go back and change. Now you can enter your email ID and then click on category of organization. The category of organization is nothing else but the industry your organization works in. So for text local, I will select communication. You can select the category as per your industry. The next thing to fill is the company address. Once you fill the company address, now come the documents. The first thing to fill is the PAN number, which is the business PAN number. But if you do not have a business PAN number, you can fill in your individual PAN number. So basically for entity types like individual and sole proprietors, they can fill in their individual PAN numbers here. The next thing is a proof of identity. Now there are multiple things that you can fill here, but the most common things that everyone has is the Aadhaar card, the driving license, the income tax PAN card, or the passport. Please note that the proof of identity is basically the proof of your entity name. So for entity types which are other than individual and sole proprietor, they can go through this list and select as preferred. Please note that if you're going to select goods and service tax certificate, please ensure that the legal name mentioned in the certificate is the same as the name of the organization you are entering in this form. The next thing is a proof of address. Again, there are multiple things that you can choose from Aadhaar card, driving license, passport to income tax assessment order. And if you are an entity type of private limited, public limited, or any other, you can go through this list and see which documents that you might have and fill those. Once you have filled in these documents, you also need to submit a copy of these documents. Please ensure that the file size when you upload an image does not exceed 100 KB, and if you upload a PDF, does not exceed 2 MB. The next thing is the authorized person information. Enter name, mobile number, designation, and email. The mobile number and the email here would be used as login details further on, and this email and they will receive the OTP or email verifications. The mobile number may be used to get OTPs in the further process. So once you enter your mobile number, you have to click verify, which will give you an OTP. You have to enter that OTP and your mobile number is verified. The thing to do is the authorization document, which is nothing else but the document which says that the specified individual is authorized by your company to take actions on the DLT platform. A sample of this document can be found on a registration guide on page number 5. So you can click here and download the sample. I'll just quickly show you the document. It's basically a 4-line document. Now, once you have entered all of these details, the next thing to do is to enter the payment details. As I have already communicated to you, Videocon is a free platform to sign up for. So you can either put 0 here or leave it blank. Once you're done, You can click I agree and click submit. Then you will get a verification email on the email address you mentioned here, and you have to verify your email address. Once done, your entire application will be sent to the Videocon operator for approval. In the meantime, you will also receive a reference number, which is a temporary number. Once your documents have been approved by the operator, you will get a unique entity number. Then you can start uploading your headers and your templates and adding the telemarketer. Another thing to note here is that the approval process from the operator typically takes upwards of 2 days. So once you receive your unique entity ID, you can log into the portal and enter the email address and the password here, which you would have received with the email, and log into the portal. Now you can start adding your headers and your telemarketer ID. Now when you log into the dashboard, you can click header here and then land on this page. Once you land on this page, you'll have to click new headers here and add a new header. Now there are two types of headers to choose from. One is promotional and the other is others. So if you want to send a promotional nature campaign like a offer or a discount, you have to add the header type as promotional. But you want to send any other type of messages like account updates, notifications, or any other transactional type updates, then you have to click other. Now you can enter your headers. Now headers are nothing else but sender names. So for example, I want a header name which is DLT Reg. So I mention that here and then I click check availability. Now because this header is available, it is asking me to either upload a document and to enter the OTP. Now this upload a document, please use this wisely and to your advantage. So if your header name is different than your entity name, then please provide a supporting document for that. So for example, I wanted to register a header name which is DLT Reg, but my entity name is IMI Mobile. So I will have to provide a document to SmartPing or Videocon saying that DLT Reg is my product name or something that I use. So for example, I can either send them a website link where in the website, it is probably a DLT registration portal website where it's written somewhere that it is powered by IMI Mobile. I can also choose to submit a trademark license which says that DLT registration portal is registered with IMI Mobile, or anything which basically proves the relation between the header that you have chosen and the entity name. You can enter the OTP received here, click submit, and your header will be sent for approval. Now I'll take you through the process of the promotional headers. So you click promotional here. The next thing you have to select is a category. This category is nothing else but the industry your organization works in. So for text local, I'll select communication. Now this is important because the header name for promotional or the sender name for promotional are basically 6 digits. And the first digit correlates to the industry. So because I chose communication, the first head digit is now 6. Now I can enter any 5 digits of my choosing and follow the same process as others. Check availability, submit OTP, and then the header would be sent to the operator for approval. Now, the next thing to do is to add telemarketer. So you click here on telemarketer request. And here you need to enter IMI Mobile's TM ID. So you can go to a registration guide and go to page number 1. And here we have TM ID of IMI Mobile. So you copy this and you paste this here. And then you click on view details, wherein you will see the organization name of IMI Mobile and our TM ID. Then you have to tick this checkbox here, which basically authorizes IMI Mobile for sending SMSs on your behalf, and you want to onboard IMI Mobile as your telemarketer partner. Then you select request, and that's it. The process for the principal entity registration on Videocon portal is completed.